completely log out and go back to this course in order to see that my teacher assigned me something, because I had the screen open while I had my course open while she was working on her side. So when she made the assignment, I did not see it. Okay, so I had to log out of it completely and log back in. And now I see that my teacher has assigned me something, and it's actually due on Friday. So I would click on it, and she clicked she checked the mark that says show to students. So I can see the rubric here as I'm doing my work. I can see the name of the project. I can see when it was due, at what time it was, when it's due by the end of the day, by 11:59. All of the instructions that she would have given me would be here. I could see at what time she posted the assignment, all the full criteria for the rubric. And if I wanted to make comments here, these comments would show to the entire class. So whether I was commenting on the assignment itself, maybe getting clarification on the details, or even commenting on the rubric, it would all show here for everyone in the class. Over in my far right navigation panel, I see that she has not graded it yet, and I have some assignment to submit. One thing that I did not receive is a notification from her that I had this assignment. But I know because I saw it over in that right navigation panel where kids see their assignments. So she would have given me directions as to whether or not she wanted me to upload something. I can add a file here, or create an audio or video recording. Additionally, I can create something right here in the submission box and send it back to her, or I can upload resources from my Google Drive. So I'm just going to go for, just for purposes today, I'm just going to add something here. Let's just say I've done my project, and I'm just going to tell her it's done. Mind you, that is not what she asked for.
All right.
It shows that I have submitted my assignment, and it's one item, and I submitted it on time. If I wanted to, I could add it to the student portfolio there. I don't have one, so I've sent it to my teacher.
All right, thank you. So, all right, so I get that notification as a reminder that I have an ungraded assignment submission. And when I click on it, here is my student that needs to be graded. So I will be able to see in the center of my screen exactly what it is that they were able to submit. If I were to make a comment over here, let's say, there is a component that, of the project or assignment that needs to be revisited. If I were to post a comment over here, okay, and I click post, all right, that student is not going to get an alert or a notification that, they need to come back and revisit this assignment. So we suggest that if you need that student to make some sort of revision, to please, you can click on their name. It will open up their profile in another tab, and you are able to click on the envelope icon and just, send them a message, please look at such and such assignment, please see the notes on that assignment, just to kind of make them aware, because they may not get some type of alert or notification that they need to have that looked at again. All right. From here, though, I am able to click on the rubric icon, which is right above. And as I am grading, I can simply click to grade the assignment. If I want to override something and, give them partial credit for creativity, I can do that as well. And it will, revise the total points here. If I need to, I know in the video they suggested, if the student turned it in late and you need to deduct points. I even, thought about if the student, was awarded some extra points, for extra credit and they wanted to attach it. Yes, you are able to override that and, oh, well, shouldn't do that, but let's give them 7 out of 7. It will say that it is a clear override. You're able to clear it. Excuse me, clearing it will take it back to the total calculation points. So if I save it, it saves that grade. Then I can exit out. When you have other projects down below, you can just click the arrow to go to the next person and you can continue grading in that fashion. So I'm going to stop here and just ask if there are any questions.
Did you want me to show what it looks like if they have to resubmit?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. I know we had some questions about resubmitting assignments. Thank you.
So I could also look over here at the grade for that assignment. See that I got a 6 out of 7. I can see what I received on the rubric. I can go back to that project, resubmit the assignment. This time I'll create something magical. Let's just say submit it. I can actually look at my submission. I can also see what I submitted to her the first time, just if I want to check for myself to make sure that, this time I am actually considering the rubric.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. And we also can access that rubric within your grade book. So if I, as the instructor, go to my grade book, a couple of different little tips and tricks here. You may already be aware of them. You are able to kind of like expand your grade book, make it full screen by clicking on the 2 arrows that were pointing left and right. This means that it is in full screen view. You can also add assignments from here by clicking on that gray plus button. I also like to go to view, and just me personal preference, but you can also change it to view your entire titles. However, you may have your roster set up. You can also change it to reflect that. I know some people like to have their students as by first name. Some, like to have it defaulted by last name. So you are able to change it to there. And also your view. So if you are in your grade book and you just want to focus on the assignments that need grading, you can click on that and it will highlight that. So the student has a couple of assignments that need grading and my attention. But right here is my animal project. I see that they were awarded their points. I can click on it to view the student's submission. It'll open up in a new tab. So if I needed to make revisions, to the grade or anything like that, I can do so here. or I can simply click on the rubric without having to, view that assignment again. And I can do that from here. All right, and I'm going to go back to my course. If you're going to take the time to create these rubrics, you may want to save them and reuse them. If you are creating a generic rubric for projects and you want to be able to use them, over the span of the year, or like I said, reuse it, there is a way to go ahead and save that rubric. So let me get to my gradebook setup, and I'm going to come over here to my rubrics. All right, here we have my project rubric, and I click on the cogwheel and I can click Save to Resources. And from here, my collection is home. Right now I have 2 folders, but if I choose no folder, when I go to my resources, I can add a folder and then add it to that. All right, so I'm not going to choose a folder right now because I'll show you what that looks like, but I am going to add it to my home resources. No folder for right now, but I'm going to save a copy.
Hey folks, today we are going to talk about.
And so again, what that does is add it to your resources. So I'm going to come to the top navigation panel where it says resources.
What does it do?
You will notice that I have my home right here. And here are any resource that I want to add. Again, these things I feel like are beneficial and I want to reuse them. Maybe, from year to year, semester to semester, copy it amongst courses. But anyway, I want it to be saved. So it is here. That's where my project rubric lives. And if I want to organize that information, I can go ahead and add a folder, give it a name of what you'd like, a description if you'd like. Okay, so what I can do with that rubric that I just added to my resources, I can go ahead and click the cogwheel. You can click and drag and add it to the folder too. But for now, I'm just going to click the cogwheel, move to, and now I'm going to create, or I'm going to choose that folder that I just added. So now in the future, when I want to save my rubrics and it asks me, where do you want to save it? What folder? That practice items will appear in that drop-down menu because now I have it added